Stop! Before you buy another camping gadget, watch this. Last month, I spent 3 nights in 40-mile-per-hour winds with temperatures dropping to 28 degrees. My $89 tent stayed bone dry, while the $400 tent next to me collapsed at 2 a.m. That's exactly why I'm exposing the 15 camping gadgets that actually work versus the overhyped junk that'll leave you miserable. Stick around until the end because number 13 literally saved my trip from disaster, and it costs less than your morning coffee run. Let's dive in. Here's the truth nobody tells you about camping gear. The outdoor industry has exploded with so-called revolutionary gadgets. But here's the problem. Most of it is absolute garbage designed to drain your wallet, not enhance your experience. I've tested over 200 camping products in the last year alone, and I'm about to save you thousands of dollars and countless headaches. In the next 10 minutes, you're getting my brutally honest breakdown of the 15 gadgets that genuinely changed how I camp. No sponsorships, no affiliate links until the description, just real-world testing in brutal conditions. We're covering shelter, cooking, power, comfort, and those genius little tools you didn't know existed. Fair warning, if you leave before the end, you'll miss the one gadget that weighs less than your phone but replaces 6 items in your pack. Ready? Let's revolutionize your camping game. The Crewa Hybrid Bivy Hammock System. Let's talk shelter, because nothing ruins a camping trip faster than a soaking wet sleeping bag at midnight. Forget everything you know about traditional tents. This thing broke my brain when I first saw it. Picture this. You arrive at camp, and the ground is a swamp. No problem. String this between 2 trees in literally 3 minutes. Ground suddenly dries up, detach it, and use it as a ground tent. I've never seen anything like it. The 5,000mm waterproof rating means serious protection in heavy rain, and the integrated bug mesh saved me from the mosquito apocalypse in Michigan last July. Weight varies by configuration, but it's remarkably portable for what you're getting. The only downside? You'll become that person who makes everyone else's tent look ridiculous. Trust me, it happened to me 6 times this summer. The Zenonest Inflatable 2-Story Tent. Now, if you're camping with family or friends, this is where things get absolutely wild. This tent inflates in 3 to 4 minutes with an electric pump. Not sets up, inflates. Like a bounce house for adults. Except it survives winds up to 44.7 miles per hour because of those 18-centimeter air beams. Here's what blew my mind. The 2-story design. Ground floor has a full living area. Upper floor is your bedroom. I tested this with my kids last month, and they literally didn't want to go home. At around 55 pounds, it's not ultralight, but it's handcrafted quality. The removable fabric panels dry quickly at home, which means no more mildew disasters. It's a premium option that transforms camping into glamping. My Camper Disco cooking system. Okay, food time. Because let's be honest, freeze-dried meals taste like sadness wrapped in aluminum. These next 2 items completely changed my camp cook. This isn't just a stove. It's a full outdoor kitchen that weighs less than a laptop. I've cooked everything from pancakes to stir-fry on this thing. And here's why it's brilliant. The cast iron skillet is naturally non-stick, so cleanup takes 30 seconds. The integrated table means you're not balancing pots on rocks like a caveman. Works with both butane and propane, so you're never stranded with the wrong fuel. The quick-release legs snap on in 5 seconds, and the whole system packs flat. I've used this 23 times this year. 0 failures. The igniter works every single time, unlike my old stove that required a backup lighter, prayers, and occasionally swearing. At around $300, it's not cheap, but calculate what you spend on campground food, and this pays for itself in 1 season. BioLite Camp Stove with phone charger. Here's where it gets genius. This stove burns sticks and twigs you find on the ground, so 0 fuel to carry. But wait, it gets better. The heat generates electricity that charges your phone in real time. I've boiled water in around 4.5 minutes while simultaneously charging devices. The integrated LED light means you can actually see what you're cooking after sunset. The 3,200 milliamp battery stores power for later, so even after your fire dies, you've got backup juice. This thing weighs just over 2 pounds, costs around $130 to $250 depending on the kit, and eliminates fuel canisters forever. The learning curve is real though. You need dry wood and the right technique, but once you get it dialed in, it's incredibly satisfying to cook with fire and charge devices at the same time. Anchor Solix Power Station. Let's talk about staying powered up, because dead phones in the wilderness can turn from inconvenient to genuinely dangerous real fast. This is the beast that changed everything. 1,056 watt-hours means I can run a mini fridge for extended periods, charge my phone dozens of times, or power a laptop for days of work. Here's the kicker. It charges to 80% in 43 minutes. 43 minutes! I've tested this with 6 devices running simultaneously. Zero problems. The 600-watt solar input means I went completely off-grid for 5 days last month in Utah. The app control is actually useful, not gimmicky, showing exact power draw and remaining runtime. At around $800 to $900 depending on sales, it's an investment. But I've used this for camping, power outages, and outdoor parties. The LFP batteries last 3,000 cycles, which means this thing will last for years. Pro tip: pair it with solar panels, and you've basically got unlimited power. Bluetti Compact Power Station. Now, if the anchor is too much muscle, this Bluetti is your lightweight champion. 248 watt-hours keeps essentials running without breaking your back. I love this for weekend trips where I need phone charges, lantern power, and maybe a portable fan. The 270-watt turbocharge gets you to 80% in 45 minutes, which is clutch when you're rushing out the door Friday afternoon. The silent operation is underrated. You know that annoying hum from gas generators? Gone. You hear crickets and wind instead. The UPS function means if you're working remotely, your laptop never dies mid-Zoom call. Around $200, and it's paid for itself in peace of mind. Nemo Pillow Elite Camping Pillow. Comfort isn't luxury. It's the difference between waking up refreshed and ready to hike versus feeling like you got hit by a truck. I was skeptical about camping pillows until this thing. The I-beam baffled air cell means no more weird, lumpy feeling. The Primaloft insulation, made from recycled materials, gives it actual loft unlike flat air pillows. Here's what sold me. The micro-adjustable valve lets you fine-tune firmness. I like mine softer. My buddy cranks his firm. Same pillow, different comfort. The jersey cover feels like your pillow at home and throws right in the washing machine. At just 3 ounces, yes, 3 ounces, it's incredibly light. Around $40 to $60 depending on size, and I've used it on 30 trips without a single issue. My neck finally stopped hurting on day 2 of hikes. Thermarest Space Cowboy Sleeping Bag. This bag uses Aeroloft insulation, which is science magic. It's synthetic, so it keeps you warm even when wet. Unlike down that turns into a useless clump. The Synergy Link connectors attach directly to your sleeping pad, so you stop rolling off at 3 a.m. Though I sometimes remove them for more freedom of movement. The heat-mapped insulation is genius. More warmth on top where you need it, less on the bottom where you're crushing it anyway. Made from 100% recycled materials, so you're not destroying the places you're camping in. This is rated for 45 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a summer bag. I've pushed it to the mid-40s with layers and stayed comfortable. Under 2 pounds, packs down small, and costs around $130 to $150. Perfect for warm weather adventures. MSR Guardian Gravity Water Purifier. These final gadgets are the ones that make you look like a camping genius and solve problems you didn't know you had. Water is life, and this thing is the ultimate insurance policy. 10-liter capacity means you fill it once and forget it. The 2-stage purification kills 99.99% of viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and even filters microplastics. I tested this with legitimately sketchy pond water in Colorado, and it came out crystal clear with zero taste. The gravity-fed system means no pumping, no effort, just hang it and wait. The activated carbon removes chemicals and weird tastes. At around $350, it's expensive. But compare that to getting Giardia and spending 3 days in a hospital. I've processed over 500 gallons through mine, still going strong. FlexTail Tiny Repel with Lantern. This pocket-sized device does 3 jobs: mosquito repellent, lantern, and basically saves your sanity. The repellent mats create a 30-foot mosquito-free zone for 7 hours. I've sat outside during peak bug season completely unbothered while my neighbor was getting destroyed 10 feet away. The lantern feature is surprisingly bright for nighttime camp tasks. IPX5 waterproof rating, and it's survived multiple drops from me being clumsy. The magnetic mount sticks to everything, and the hook lets you hang it anywhere. $30, weighs almost nothing, and I genuinely won't camp without it anymore. Gerber Multi-Tool with Tent Stake Puller. This is the most underrated tool in my kit. 11 functions including a tent stake puller, which sounds boring until you're trying to remove stakes from concrete hard ground at 7 a.m. when you're half awake. The Ferro Rod Striker starts fires. The 5 cutting tools handle everything from rope to small branches, and the ruler is actually useful for setting guy lines. Built-in carabiner clips to your pack loop. 3 ounces, $40. and I use it literally every single trip for something different. Yesterday, it was opening a stubborn food container, fixing a backpack strap, and starting our fire, all before breakfast. All right, we've covered 15 game changers that actually work in real conditions, not just in marketing photos. Here's what I need you to do right now. First, screenshot this timestamp and save your 3 favorites. Second, drop a comment telling me which gadget shocked you most. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me know what to test next. Third, and this is critical, I'm dropping a follow-up video next week testing these gadgets in a snowstorm. If you're not subscribed, you'll miss it, and I'm revealing the one item that completely failed and almost ended my trip. Here's my final truth bomb. The best camping gear isn't the most expensive or the most hyped. It's the stuff that works when conditions get ugly, when you're tired, when everything goes wrong. These 15 items have survived my abuse, my mistakes, and actual wilderness conditions. They'll survive yours too. Before you go, the links to everything are in the description. Some are affiliate links, full transparency, which means if you buy, I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. It helps me keep testing gear and making these videos. But honestly, even if you don't buy a single thing, if this video saved you from one bad purchase, I've done my job. Now get out there and have adventures that don't suck. I'll see you in the next one, where we're testing these in conditions they were never designed for. It's going to be chaos. You don't want to miss it. Peace.